have you ever thought that what if sun disappears for even 1 second? Not from the earth, not from any other planet, but from the whole solar system. Like, can you imagine the solar system without the sun? Like the solar system without the solar. Oh yeah, that's a bad joke. If you think that if sun disappears from our whole solar system for just 1 second, like let's say a hypothetical situation, what if an alien comes and thought it the sun as a ball and just grab it off, then realize, oh, it's hot and it's sun, so just placed the right way. So what would be the 1 second absence of the sun in our whole solar system? Even for a 1 second, that the extreme things that you think, if the sun is not there even for 1 second, our life wouldn't be succeeded or even sustained for much longer period of time. Well, maybe you are wrong. So the first thing is the darkness. Of course, sun gives a vital amount of light on the earth. The light reaches to us from the sun took 8.3 minutes. But when there is no sun, then we will have a total darkness of 1 second, as the sun rays have a breakage of 1 second. So after that 1 second, we again have the full sun rays to us. If the sun is disappeared, we will get to know about it much later than it is already resolved. As we all know that all planets are revolving around the sun, all planets are in the equilibrium positions, and due to gravity and the outward pressure, all forces are balancing each out. As we all know that gravity also travels around the speed of light in the universe. The earth will orbit the sun how it normally revolves around the sun for 8.3 minutes. But just for that 1 second, it would be flying off in the same way. Rather than completing a whole cycle, it will just fly off for 1 second and it will again fall to the its same loop, making the loop the same, but maybe it can get bigger as it just travels revolving and suddenly went out in the space and then comes back due to the gravity of the sun. So it may got bigger or it may be the same. It's just a hypothetical situation for us. I've read some of the theories about it, but some says that the orbit would be large, some say the orbit would be much closer, or some say it would be the same as it is. On a minimal basis, the effect on the earth, like the revolution, would be the negligible. It is just a tiny deviation for just 1 second, so it wouldn't be a long term problem, not even a situation that it won't be resolved. It's just a tiny of deviation in the loop itself, that's all. Now the other part of disappearing the sun would be the solar wind. It itself a release of plasma and high energies, and it disturbs many of the earth's atmosphere and even some other planets' atmosphere as well. It's act like a villain, but it's not. The sun emits a plasma stream at around 400 to 800 km per second, and if the sun vanishes, the stream would be stopped for 1 second. That is, the interplanetary magnetic field would be collapsed for just 1 second. The Earth's magnetosphere will remain constant, while the cosmic ray burst will have a spike for 1 second. But there wouldn't be any much harmful or the disbalance or if the equilibrium would be happen for just 1 second. You know why I'm just focusing on just 1 second time? Well, in the end I will be saying about much more in depth. Now the other thing, that is the atmosphere. Well, as I said about the solar wind, the atmosphere on our earth, if the sun wouldn't be there, there would be a many type of consequences. But if sun is just disappearing for 1 second, there wouldn't be any type of disturbance in this atmosphere in our earth, as 1 second is too much shorter time to be dealing about it. So the 1 second is not as much as vital that as we think. As I said in the starting of the video, that many of you just thinking that for even 1 second the life wouldn't be even there if the sun is not there for even 1 second, but actually that's not the case. Now the other factor is the psychological panic. Well, it's not a universal or it's an earthy effect. It's a human psychological panic. Well, as I said, we have a delay of 8.3 minutes. So if a sun disappears for even 1 second, the chaos in the whole earth would be unsufferable. On a sudden, that how the sun just disappeared from the whole universe, the whole all the satellites, all the orbits, all the space constellations will be just focusing their satellite over the sun, that what happened actually. They will be thinking it's just a global disaster and all will die and all those things, but after that all things will be on a safer side. But that time, that one day when it would happen, it would create like a history for many of us. In this whole video, I'm talking about the 1 second disappearance of the sun. As you just saw that all those things for 1 second is not a vital thing, as the photosynthesis, all the plants would be there. It wouldn't be chaos that for just 1 second they can't make the food. But the problem is if the sun disappears for 1 minute, like the alien that I just said in the video, that the alien just grab the sun as it's a ball and move it around for 1 minute and then he placed. So if the sun disappears for 1 minute, the thing would be serious more, and it wouldn't be a funny case in the situation when it disappeared for just 1 second. And if you want to know more about like if sun disappears for 1 hour or 1 day, what would be the case? If you want to know more about it, do let me know in the comments and I will make a video about it by doing some research.